Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a layer breakdown of some of the flyers that I did, or rather all of the flyers that I did for this HerCircle project. Alright, so I'm also going to be sharing the PSD file, so you can check the description box to download it. And of course, as usual, I'd like you to like the video, share it, drop a comment, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel for more many contents. Alright, and without talking so much, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first one I'm going to be breaking down is this. Well, actually I'm not going to be breaking this down because I've actually done a full YouTube video on this particular flyer, step-by-step tutorial. Right, so just click the link on the top right and you can watch the tutorial for this particular flyer step by step. Right, so I'm not going to be breaking it down since I've already done a video for that. Alright, so I'll just go to the other ones. Alright, these first two are actually, this is just like the brand identity guideline, right? So there's really nothing here, it's just your shapes, circle, text, images. That's what it is. And this is basically the logo in different variations. Alright, so let me quickly break down the flyers and how I achieved it. Alright, so we'll start from this flyer. So let me open up my layer. Alright, so we'll start from the background. Okay, so for the background, I started with a gradient. Alright, a gradient, and I'm going to show you what the gradient color is. Alright, so on the left hand side, sorry about that, on the left hand side you can see the hex code. Alright, you can see the hex code, and then on the right hand side you can also see the hex code. So I started off with just a radial gradient. You can see the radial gradient, you can see the scale is 144. Alright, after that I added a noise layer. Alright, so to create this noise layer, just press Ctrl N. Once you press Ctrl N, sorry, not Ctrl N, Ctrl Shift N. This thing, this dialog box, this window is going to pop up. And you're going to come to mode, and then you're going to click on either overlay or soft lights. And then after you've clicked on that, you now click this box, this fill with soft light, neutral color, blah blah blah. Tick it and then click on OK. And it's going to be created. So once it's created, you're going to just right click and convert it to a smart object. After converting to a smart object, you come up here to filter, and then you go to noise, and then you add your noise. So that's how I created this noise layer. After the noise layer, I brought in a pattern that I downloaded. Right, so I brought in a pattern that I downloaded, and what I did was that I changed the blending mode to multiply, and then I reduced the fill. Right, I reduced the fill. Then I created a new layer where I added this glue effect. So for the glue effect, I just used my brush tool, selected my brush tool, selected the color that I want, which was a color similar to the background, and then I just dabbed on the background, and then I changed the blending mode to vivid light. That's how I created the glue. And that is how the background was created. Alright, now for our subjects, I actually generated this image. I generated this image from ImageFX. So this is the original image here. What you're seeing on your screen is the original image. So this is what it looked like when I generated it on ImageFX, right? Then what I did was I actually placed this, as you can look at the phone now, I placed this UI UX design into the phone. Alright, I placed this UI UX design into the phone. So I'm actually not going to be taking too much time to explain how I did that. I've actually created a pretty simple and explanatory video on how I actually place UI designs into phone screens. Right, so just click the video at the top right, and it's going to take you right to the video. It's a very short video, simple to understand, right? So I placed it in, but I'll just give you a very sharp and simple explanation. So in order to place it in, what I do was this. With my original picture here, you can see that the phone screen is white. So what I did is I came here to magic wand tool, selected my magic wand tool, and I clicked on it. It selected the white. Once you do that, you press Ctrl J. It will create a duplicate, alright? So that is this duplicate, this layer 16. That's the duplicate. You're not going to see it because it's also white. Once that duplicate is created, you're now going to create like a rectangle shape, and you make sure that the rectangle shape is the same shape as the UI design, and then you distort it to fit into the phone, and then you now bring in the phone. Or like I said, I have a video that will explain better, so I just wanted to just give you that quick rundown. Alright, so once I had done this, what I did was I now created a mask and used my gradient to mask out the bottom part. Alright, so once the bottom part was masked out, I added my call to action, my text, and my logo. Alright, so I just put my logo there. This is just text, and then this is just shapes and text, right? So that's pretty straightforward how I created it. So now let's go to the next flyer. Alright, so this superhero flyer, how I created it was actually not that difficult. So starting from the background is the exact same explanation that I gave for the previous flyer. I just copied and pasted the background. Right, now for the subject, the subject being the image, I generated the image with image FX and I just placed it, right? And then I added the logo and the tagline at the top, right? The logo and the tagline at the top. Then I added the headline, our headline. Then I went ahead to add the footer. Alright, so how I achieved this footer is that I created a rectangle shape with my rectangle tool, just like this, and then I went and I selected my curvature pen tool. Right, selecting my curvature pen tool, so you can see the rectangle. So with the curvature pen tool, you can just come to any area and you can just play around with it. So that's how I made it into a curvy shape. Right, that's how I made it into a curvy shape. Alright, so after making it to a curvy shape, I actually created another layer and I used the brush tool and I selected the lighter color of this footer, the lighter color of it, and actually brushed the edge. I made sure that I clip that layer to it and I just brushed the edge to kind of create this glossy 3D like effect, right? I also have a video on how I actually did this, so just click the video on the top right. I know I'm recommending a lot of videos, but yeah, if you actually want a calm explanation that will actually guide you as how I did some of these things, I would advise you to watch these videos, yeah, because I actually took my time to explain how I created all these effects, right? So this video is just like I said, the layer breakdown. I just want to show you what I did, not necessarily explain every single concept. Alright, so I created the footer basically and I wrote the call to action and I put it there. Now you might be wondering how the call to action is. Sorry, excuse me. So I put the call to action there and like I said, you might be wondering how her leg one leg is behind the footer and the other leg is on top of the footer, and on top this download HerCircle now. So all I did is just create a mask, right? I masked this download HerCircle now, and that was how I was able to bring her leg forward by creating a mask. Then once everything was together, I edited it. I created a snapshot of all the layers and I edited it in camera raw filter. Now the last flyer, but not the least, actually a very simple one, very simple and straightforward. So the background as usual is the same background. Then I just brought in the image that I generated from Image FX, and then I added a mask and I used the gradient tool to create this effect to blur out the bottom. I added my call to action, added my text, added my logo and tagline, and then that was it. I created a snapshot of all the layers and I edited it in camera raw filter. So this is a basic breakdown of how I created these flyers. You can see that they are actually very simple and straightforward, and it's also something that you can do yourself. Alright, so like I said, I'll be sharing the PSD file. It's going to be in the description box, so check it out. You can play around with it, you can take the assets, whatever you want to do with it. Alright, so if you watch up to this point, I'd like to thank you. Thanks so much for watching, and if you got value, I'd like you to drop a like, subscribe, drop a comment, tell me what you learned, and of course share this video to another designer. Alright, so thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.